I don't know if it was the first thing that I did, because it took a few days to sink in, and we were like, okay, and then it slowly over the course of 3 days started to look like it was going to be really serious. So our plan changed like 8 times, so the first thing I thought about was we might have to make a change, and then it was we definitely have to make a change, and then it was what's that change going to be, and we had to really think fast on our feet to the point where they said Monday's your last day, and we said, well, we have food, we should continue to sell it, and I said, no, we need to close and figure this out, and we've only got 3 days to do it. So I mean, I don't know how to accurately answer that, but I think the moment was we're not gonna hide in a hole and cry. We're gonna immediately push through this, and we're gonna punch the gas, right? If we hit a tree, we hit a tree, but we're not gonna stay still. That was kind of the how I rallied the team. What am I doing now that I wasn't doing 2 weeks ago? We're developing new systems so we don't make mistakes. 2 weeks ago, I didn't have a documented system about how to write on to-go tickets with a marker to make sure that we don't forget to put someone's sides in there. It was we're kind of looking at new checklists, new strategies. It's like opening the business from scratch, just a smaller version of itself in 3 days. It's new menus, it's new prices, it's new products, it's everything we're doing is different than 2 weeks ago. The response from the customers has been amazing. We got railroaded on the first night. I mean, we had people waiting in the parking lot for a half an hour. It was so serious. Like half the town, is that what it felt like, ordered at 6:45. And normally we have controls in place to make sure that we don't get overwhelmed, but we just got so overwhelmed that we just couldn't keep up. We had all the food. It was just, we're like putting things into bags for the first time, 10 bags at a time. And it was really rough. And we sent out a really nice email to everybody the next morning saying, hey, so sorry, we're working on this. We've only got 4 people in the kitchen. We're going to do better tomorrow. And like they listened to what we said. They ordered earlier, and they're really helping us. It was really tough. I mean, if you ask me how I'm taking care of my people, I mean, I'm going to say I'm not, and it keeps me up at night. I'm not taking care of my people because I can't. In order to take care of my people, I got to take care of the business and keep the business alive and keep it healthy, and go for emergency funding and do whatever we can so that when this is all over, we can put everyone back to work. So that's really my focus. Part of me says there's a lot of smaller restaurateurs that are not going to make it through, so there'll be less competition. So the restaurants that do make it out of this will be busy enough to be viable, right? We want to hope for that. But then there's also the possibility that going out to eat, this is really bad for the restaurant industry, really bad. Like, really bad. You probably won't want to publish this part of what I'm saying, but it's really bad, Restaurants live paycheck to paycheck just like their employees, and that's not a joke. And I'm afraid that a lot of restaurants are just not going to make it at all. And so we're trying to think of, well, what's that going to look like? How do we know when to call it? If we're going to look for a big SBA loan and we take on this big responsibility, and then people don't come out and eat when the dust settles, what happens then? There's bound to be some opportunity there. There always is. I just don't know when I'm going to see it. And if I do, it might be like really quick. We're just trying to, go 1 week at a time and see if we can keep selling food. A great leader that I worked for told me, never waste a crisis. There's big opportunities here, and we're going to keep pushing. And if we can keep growing this business, we can put more people back to work and more people back to work, which will be great. And then we'll be so busy, we'll have all these people back to work, and then they'll say everything goes back to normal. And then all the restaurants that survived are like, great, I got to stop doing this and write a new menu, and with that we still have to reopen the restaurant, and it's that's the hardest part for me. It's like, okay, we're going to learn how to do business in a new way for how long? And then we're going to have to, like everything's got to change for us like 4 times. And it's you got to be adaptable. You got to think on your feet, and you got to have great people.